Alright, let's see how it goes. Is it up and running? Looks like it might be up and running. Hey, looks like we've actually got it up and running. Okay, we'll see. Give it a minute. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Alright. Oh, okay, so if we do that, let's move over here, huh? Alright. And all of that is up and running now, yes, hopefully. Let's get in here, we're going to go to the control panel, and we are going to do things like disable the docking strength. Okay. So I think on our list for today, the food we've got, oh, we got water. Let's grab a little bit of food, take it with us. Because, you know, we have plenty of it now. I'll grab 2 of those. I don't think we're going to use much. Basically going to throw this into the cockpit, just so we have it. And we'll get our Monday started. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, we actually had some drink over here already. Let's grab you. Oh, that's right, we picked up some stuff from... we picked up a bunch of stuff. Alright, let's move some of this into the cargo. You are actually going to go elsewhere. We're going to pick you up. So drop that off. Pick this up. Yeah. And I know I don't need to go in and out of here. So in theory, I should be able to just walk up, hit inventory, pull some of the stuff out. You've actually got that stuff. Drop some of this stuff off. And we'll rinse and repeat. Drop all of this out here. And we'll go do a little bit of the away mission stuff. Get some things going today. Let's see here. I think that's everything we really needed, right? Got our credits over here. We got some food. We got some ammo. You are using that. Let's swap you guys around here. We're gonna drop you off. And we're gonna drop off the old grinder. Just get out of the inventory. You come out, go to character tools, and we're gonna grab that one. Okay. Alright, so that gets us pretty much set up at this point, I think. And we're gonna go reactor. Oh, I forgot you still have a bunch of stuff from Bob picking crap up. So you're gonna be 19.7. And you're gonna be 19.7. Okay. So we've got all of that. We've got our new connector. We can actually now get some of the stuff out of our inventory. Hail, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It goes pretty good actually. It's a little late on the Monday for me, but you know, I was expecting to get things up and running a little earlier. I just ran into some scheduling conflicts on my side. But, you know, usual stuff, right? Figured to have some fun with the little space engineers today. Was actually checking out Real Civil Engineer. Interesting content creator. Alright, so we want cargo, and we want you to be... Okay, so we want cargo on this one, and we want you. So what do we have over here that we don't have over here? Nickel. There we go. Makes it easy. Now we can just dump all of this stuff over there. What I may do... Whoa, hello. What I may do is go grab a couple of power, because we just need a few. Let's grab like 3 of those. What we're going to do is we're going to put those in our cockpit for storage. Alright, so now that we have all of that, we can unlock here, and let's go hit up... Where is our... Let's go hit row station. Go see what we've got for missions. See what's available. Oh. Well, that's one of the downed ships. Alright. So, yeah, basically the AI has been dropping ships on me. Since we're not actively at war with anyone except for the pirates right now, we don't have a whole lot to worry about. But some of these other factions will drop in space-based vehicles or things that are not necessarily built around being truly transatmospheric, at least on a Earth-like planet. So they fall from the sky sometimes. Thankfully, nothing has landed directly on the base, but you never know. Oh yeah, I still need to set up all my... yeah, we'll get to it. It's just another of those... Yeah, we'll get to it eventually. But how are you doing? You having a good day so far? Enjoying your week? Hopefully it's been a quiet week thus far. I know it's still early, so you never know. Things may blow up at some point in the near future, right? Okay, so we've got somebody else that's selling ingots, but buying parts. They're selling ingots. So Sims is basically just selling us ingots right now, which is fine. We can deal with that. But I want to get... Oh, Drunker Drone. Where's the Drunker Drone? Where's the Drunker Drone? I don't see the Drunker Drone. Which kind of scares me. Whenever you don't know where the junkers are, like if they tell you found a junker and you don't know where it's at, that's usually a bad indicator. The junkers have a tendency of liking to basically come over, say hi, how you doing, usually with missiles. But, you know, it's okay. Oh, let's see what we got over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of quick cash. We're going to do a couple of the location missions, the recovery missions. Basically what those require us to do is to find a missing, basically just a missing container. It's basically the same types of dropships you get for the unknown signals. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a couple of those up. These are actually easier to do at night because all of them have beacons on them, like just flashing lights. So it tends to actually be easier to get to what you're trying to get to and find it at night because the lights just stand out so much. Right, so are you actually going to fit on here? Oh, you're going to fit on that pad. Nice. It's always nice when things like this work out. Alright, so let's bring our nose up. We're going to bring it down. I don't have anything to trade, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But we can turn these off. Turn that off so we're not floating. There we go. And because of the way we have everything set up, the ship actually sits on the pad. No hey, explosions are what make the game fun. So activate this. What we're going to do is... left my wallet in the car. Hold on. Isn't it always the way? You go out shopping, you go in, you're like, you know, I'm going to... Where did I leave my money? Did I transfer? Oh, I moved the money out of the... Yep. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Whew. I was going to say, I've got like 30 grand. What did I do with it? Let's go drop this off in here. Oh, so what we're going to do... It's too bad we can't drag this down here. That would be awesome if we could. Oh, that is... Really? I don't know exactly how much it is. 672. Deposit that. That way we don't have any cash in our inventory. Now, let's see what we can buy. We can buy food. We can buy data pads. Now, data pads, I've talked about this in other videos. I don't think I've really talked about it too much in this series yet. When you're doing any of the survival stuff, if you're able to locate any of the vanilla stations, and these are the ones that have the safe zone around them, if you buy data pads, those will contain coordinates for other stations, and those stations could be anywhere from 10-15 kilometers away from you to the other side of the galaxy. So if you're looking for, like, if you're just trying to find waypoints, this is a really easy way to do it once you have a little bit of capital. Now, the other thing that you can do is some of the missions. Let's come over here. Let's contract. Yeah. So some of the missions, specifically the hauling contracts, these will spawn stations somewhere within the playfield. And again, it could be anywhere from a couple of kilometers, to multiple jumps away. And so you want to look at your distance, because that's going to tell you roughly how far you're going to need to go. And that's basically 8 million meters, give or take. So we're not going to do that one because we don't have jump drive, obviously. But it's just to keep these in mind, because when you're looking at stuff like this, basically it's ways to get more stations in the playfield without having to build them. And they will be faction aligned, so you'll be basically, once you go, you can save the waypoint. You can come back to it. It stays there until the system despawns it. But what we're looking for are the search contracts. So we're actually going to filter these only by search. I'm not going to do repair because I don't actually have materials to do them. And then we're going to look for the most expensive ones first. All of them have the same faction gains and hits. What I don't like is that it doesn't tell you who the faction is. That's the one thing I've always asked for on the faction rewards, is because you need to know who you're going to gain the rep with and who you're going to lose it with. And as you can see, it doesn't tell you. I don't know if there's a mod that does now. At one point in time, you used to be able to mouse over it and it would tell you who you'd gained the faction with, but it wouldn't. I don't think it told you who you lost it with. But each of these could be any faction that's already in the game. So, all right. So we're looking for something. Got 24 minutes. That's actually pretty good. So let's accept that. And some of these, if you get lucky, you can get some of these that are up in like 60, even 100,000 payoff. But can be done with a package. You can sometimes sell them. Some bases will buy them from you. Specifically, I think it's the pirates. But there's a couple of traders that will actually buy those from you, and they'll pay. I want to say, I think it was like 1,000 credits for it or something like that. It's not much. It's definitely not worth breaking your contract with them. Okay, so we need our last known location. It's going to be over that way. Yonder. It looks like it might actually be over by my base. You've left the safe zone. All right, and so now we're just going to go do this. Now, normally what I will do is I will try to find missions that are within a couple of, like when you're looking at the time frame, that are within the same time frame. So if you get 24 minutes for one, I'll try and get 2 or 3 of them that are all in the same duration. Usually that's a good indicator of that they're in around the same area, but not always. Sometimes they'll be the same distance, but in directly opposing directions. All right, so yeah, so 6 over by one of my bases, it looks like. All right, so we're gonna head this way, see what goes on. And I think with the packages, I think there's a way to you can recycle them. Like I think you can deconstruct them. Ah, you missed the landing craft. That sucks. Yeah, I haven't. I don't remember what it was. I think, like I said, I think the pirates will buy them if you have the faction with the pirates. And you might be able to deconstruct them. I have to check. I don't remember because I had one before. Look at this thing. It's next to my base. How's that for convenient? Oh man. Well, as it's not actually on my base. This will be hilarious if it's like sitting on top of one of my buildings. I've had one a couple of meters away from the base. I don't think I've ever had one actually pop up like in the base. I think they have some logic on that, but you never know. Let's take a look here. It is funny that it's over here by my base, though. And then you just have to get close enough to trigger it, which is generally, I want to say, about 50 meters, maybe 100 meters, but you have to get out of the vehicle, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've done these. So when I pop out of the vehicle... Oh, that's not the... okay. We just have to find it now. Which looks like it rolled right down there. Which is fun. And you've successfully completed the contract. There you go. And no, you don't have to get out of the vehicle anymore. Okay. That's nice. That makes things a little easier. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done these, so you might not have had to get out of the vehicle for a while, but... Could you find the station? If you can find the station, maybe. It would depend on how the contract was staged. If you have to get it to the transfer vehicle, it has to go to the transfer vehicle. Sometimes you'll get them where they'll say take it to the station, where or get it to the station, and then there may be a transfer vehicle between you and there. But generally speaking, you have to pay attention to the language in the contract. All right, so. See, if I had a vehicle that was space capable, I would try it for you. Because like I said, it's been a while since I've done missions in the game, so it's kind of fun to just come back and do some just basic stuff. And this time I'm really trying to avoid relying on mining as much as I normally do. Excuse you, what are you, sir? What the hell is that? Why does that look like a missile? What is that? Is that one of the This may be one of the faction things that drop down on us. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of debris, so... so we can turn all that off. Okay, so this was a rover, it looks like. Hey. That free material. Oh, I saw some credits. Alright. It's an unclaimed salvage. It's ours now. Ha 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 ha. Not too worried about the miscellaneous plates. Just cutting it down so the system will clean it up. A couple more of these out of here. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a crashed drone, but I just don't know what type of drone. I'm wondering because, like I said, Sems likes to pick a fight. And looking at it, Sems picked a fight with somebody who kind of nuked him from orbit. Let's see. Alright, so that's definitely a timing block. There's a chair. So maybe this was a station of some kind? No, that was dropped. Alright. And that's a sensor. Wonder which faction this is. Ember. It's a group I don't have a good standing with anyway, right? Let's just check here. Negative 1001, look at that. Yeah, well. I don't like you guys anyway, look at that. It's all light armor. If it was heavy armor, it would actually be worth something, but light armor is just, I mean, it is free plates. I just don't know if I'm really willing to sit here and grind all of this down for plates. I could let Bob do it, but do I want to waste Bob's talents? Oh, hello. Wait a minute. That had 500k in it? Huh. I think we may go do some shopping. Let's see here. 500k, not a bad way to start the day. Whew. Alright. Hey Art, how you doing? Oh, no worries. Under 5, build and repair. If build and repair is causing problems, yeah, it's probably an incompatibility with something. What it could be, it might be that it's either loaded too high or too low in your mod list. Try moving it either to the top or the bottom of the mod list and see if that helps. I usually move the the nanobot build and repair down towards the second half of my mod list. Generally speaking, though, that mod does. I've not seen anything that was specific, like crash related, to that mod. Hey, Scorpion, welcome. And thank you. But yeah, Art, good luck with it. Like I said, generally speaking, though, yeah, it's not usually the build and repair. It's usually something else that build and repair doesn't like. Now, if you have multiple different versions of Nanobot installed, you may need to remove one of them, because there's actually two of them. There's the build and repair, and then there's the Nanobot I can't remember what the other one's called, but basically it has this giant dome-looking block that it uses. If you've got both of those installed, then it might be a conflict between those two. Those are two separate mods. If anybody remembers the name of that other mod, let me know, because I'm just completely drawing a blank on it. So... I'm stuck in here. So hop in here. Oh. So I forgot to turn off my messenger. Sorry about that. Let's drop that out. Everybody's gonna be freaking out like, oh, my messenger went off. No, it's mine. All right. 500K. Do we have enough to buy anything? Well, we have enough to buy some stuff, but do we have enough to buy anything useful? We're just short of the Lunar Scout Mark II. I've actually used this one. That's a good little ship. I think we want... we're not really worried about... well, maybe a constructor. I think we want... Let's go for the freighter. It's only 20 million, right? You've had issues when loading AI enabled? Okay. Yeah, so for those who may have trouble with load orders, generally speaking, something that the more global of an impact something has, the higher in the load order you generally want it to be. So things like AI modification, things that bring in new AI factions, like the hostile NPCs, things like that. You want the framework loaded, and then you want whatever mod is using that framework. And those usually you want at the top of your list. Anything that adds new blocks, I generally like the larger the pack of new blocks that it adds, then I'll put those in behind the AI, and then I'll put everything else below that. Build and repair is usually one of the things I put towards the end, because it looks at everything and like all of your block inventory, so it knows what parts to pull and things like that. So that's why I generally put any of the automated building or building assist mods lower in the structure than the things that are adding blocks and the things that add AI. And that usually, for the most part, keeps me safe. I don't know a whole lot of issues beyond that. I mean, every once in a while I'll add something that just completely breaks the game, and then I have to, move it up, move it down the list until I find a position that works. Okay, so... Oh, contracts. We want more contracts. Actually, I want uranium too, if I can find it. Right, so let's do the search contracts. Anything good? Got a couple. There's one at 51, 45. Okay, so let's grab. Let's accept that one. And we're going to grab that one. And let's grab the 49K one. Yeah, 22 minutes. Okay. Alright, so we'll start with the one that way, and then we'll swing back and around on all of those. Or I guess we could just start with the one that we're pointing towards. We'll just do it in this order. It's fine. The small block extension mod pack? Yes. Bloody awesome. For those who don't know what we're talking about, AQDs, small block pack, mod pack, extension mod, adds a bunch of the corner blocks to do transitions between some of the odd shapes that are in Space Engineers. Freaking amazing. If you've ever had just odd corners that you've not been able to tie together, yeah, check that block mod pack out. Awesome. I don't know if I have it loaded on this or not, actually. I may have it loaded on this save. At some point I will get around to posting the mod list. But yes, awesome mod. I'm trying to remember, somebody else did one like years ago. I don't think it was AQD though. But I know that, wasn't Sec10, but it was somebody back in that generation. It was like the first or second generation of Space Engineers modders that had done like a more blocks mod. And welcome, Rashid. So yeah, I definitely know that mod pack. I have used it, and I think I've used it in pretty much most of the recent series, actually. Right. Okay. It looks like it may have. Did this thing actually come down near the waypoint, or did it fall down the hill? Oh, that one. Yes. Yes, I have. That one I actually did use in the last survival series, because that was how we got the small jump drives in the well, not little, well, I call it little, on that giant runabout that we built. So okay, it's one down, two more to go. Next one up is this one, because AQD actually does one with the new block, like all the block corners and stuff too, and I thought it was the extension pack. So but yeah, so I did use it for that. They because I think it has the small ship. It has the different gravity generator for small ships. It's a 3x3 by 1. They look like a gravity generator pancake. I think that was I think that was the reason why I loaded that pack, and then noticed that it had the jump drives in it too, which were awesome. So, and for those who are curious about any of the mod packs that people bring up, let me know, and I'll see if I can find links for you. You know, I'll post, if I remember to post them, I'll post them. I'm horrible about that if people don't ask, so if there's a mod you're interested in, ask. No. But when I do post them, like when I post them in the descriptions, I do post links back to any of the mods that are mentioned in my description. So AQD did, I think they did a weapons rebalance mod too. They've done a bunch of just like really useful mods. Like they're block mods, and I think, like I said, I think they did I think it was an armor rebalance and maybe a ship's weapons rebalance mod. There's a couple of them out there though, so I may be confusing them with one of the other ones. Weapon core being the big one, I think, that everybody knows of. That one was on top of a hill, so we're probably going to have to chase it down the side of the mountain. The LCD windows, yes. Now, Space Engineers, the guys over at Keen, actually added clear, transparent LCDs, which used to be part of one of the LCD extension packs. Which unfortunately, because there used to be a mod called Transparent LCDs, and Keen reached out to the mod author on that one, I believe, and got permission to include basically a official version of it. So, which is where the in-game transparent LCDs came from. There's been a couple of mods like that. Oh, this is gonna be problematic finding this thing. All right. So generally speaking, it's within 75 or 750 meters of the waypoint. So what I will often do is, if I can't find it, we'll go up a little bit and see if we can find something that stands out, because grids don't always blend in very well. Like, you'll sometimes see a little distortion around them. So Life Tech has the curved LCDs. That is awesome, yes. I used that one in one of the Extreme Survival series in the underground base. I actually used those for my power generator display output displays. Anyone see any flashing lights anywhere? Let's try over here, maybe. Because it might have... Yeah, whenever they spawn in these hilly areas, it's always a pain because you have to sometimes check. They will roll downhill. Now, I've actually had one of these where I actually failed the mission because it was destroyed. Like, it had gotten destroyed on the spawn because it spawned on because of where it spawned. It spawned up on the side of a hill and went tumbling down the damn hill. Oh, oh, that's bad. That's bad. Whoa! What the hell? Ah. Well, at least we didn't lose any of the cargo. All right. Turn the thrusters off. I thought we had it over here somewhere. Guess not. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with our power system. May have lost this. May have lost the solar supplement we had going on. Let's get you out of the way so it gives us a little bit more. So we'll have to do a vehicle recovery here in a bit. All right. No, that was just terrain glow. All right. It should be over here somewhere. Okay, so small blocks can be airtight. You just have to be careful with the way you do the layout. The big thing that people run into is that they'll try and use partial blocks, like the two-part ramps, and those have leaks on the side. So you have to be careful with those. But otherwise, yeah, you can make small grids airtight. The ship that we have currently, I actually had thought about doing that with. Speaking of the ship we have currently, where did we leave that? We left it over here somewhere, right? See, this is why I have standard operating procedures, and I didn't follow it this time, and it's going to bite me in the back. It's so going to bite me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found our ship, at least. Small grid doors. Most small grid doors are actually airtight now. Okay, so got the reactor. You're all powered. You're still pulling a little bit of a charge. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch those over to recharge. We're going to set a waypoint for where we are right now. We're going to grab the food. We're going to grab our tea. Grab some energy. Let's see here. Can we get you guys out of there? We can. Okay. So we're going to drop you off here. We're going to grab this. Grab this. Grab a few of these. Just a couple. Alright, that should be enough. Man. Alright. This is gonna hurt because I don't want to leave the missions. But we're gonna probably have to. Take a quick glance while everything's in the shadow over here. I was hoping to be able to see it, but doesn't look like it. Okay, so 13 kilometers that way. Our base's stuff is over there. Yeah, so we'll have to leave the ship and we'll have to go build something and come back and pick this thing up. Well, on the plus side, it means we get to build another ship. Alright. Okay. Nope. Alright. Let's head back. We've got a couple of tanks and a long way to go, so let's head back that way and see if we can... yeah, I GPS'd it. Yeah, AQD can basically replace the basic game. They've done so much just miscellaneous work on everything. It's good stuff though. It's all good stuff. Yeah, Life Tech panels are nice. I think we talked about those. Small grid doors. Yeah, so small grid doors are airtight. The catch on that is that you need to have a sealed block on the top, bottom, left, and right. You can't have them any one side exposed to space. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But every time I've had issues... Huh. Waypoint. We got a station over here. That's what you're selling. I mean, we're here, may as well, right? Oh. Small grid door? Oh yeah, small grid. The vanilla scroll small grid door is, I want to say, out of Frostbite. Yeah. So there's an offset door that's the large grid, and then which one was it? Wasteland. Maybe Warfare. No. Because Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi DLC added the Sci-Fi sliding door. This is small grid only. And then the Frostbite one has the offset sliding door, which is this one, which is large grid. So let me get rid of the, let's go clean armor. So that's the normal door. That's the sliding door, normal. The offset door is now on the leading edge. Right, that's for the large grid stuff. If you go small grid, there you go. That's the small grid door. And then that's the Sci-Fi sliding door. Now, both of these doors, like I said, you want to make sure you have a solid block in direct contact with the upper edge, the lower edge, left and right edges. And then the same is true for the interior sliding door. Like I said, both of those are technically airtight. You just need to make sure you have all of your edges protected. Yeah, so if you're totally vanilla, you should now have this door. I think this one was part of the normal update process, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So anyway, let's head in and see what these guys have got for us. Corn landing pad, yeah. Let's see, if I remember correctly, your market is downstairs. It might be upstairs. I don't remember. That's your contracts. Right. Yeah, that's contracts, which means I think the store is down here. Excuse me, hiccups. Yeah, it was like hidden. Maybe not. No, here's just the lower entrance. I got sworn that there was a store in here. Ow. That was a programmable block. Yeah, yeah, okay. So we'll head up. Let's see what we got here. Anything? No. Okay. Head up again. Head up again. But yeah, like I said, I could swear there was a store in this one. Might be somewhere else. Construction platform. Core. Ah. It would be on the back of the contracts. Don't mind me. I'm just going completely nuts here. All right. So you've got components, which not bad actually. Okay, so if we do that, yeah, no worries here. Oh, that would be a base. Let's see. We're heading that way. Okay. Container. We're not going to stand anywhere near that. I don't think they're turned on, but you know what? I don't want to take a chance. And off we go. Okay, so you built the base out on the ice lake that I have stuff on, huh? Station. And there's our station. Hey, we've got friendly neighbors for once. Even better. Okay. Alright, so we need a vehicle that will pick up the vehicle that we have and flip it over. Or actually, I guess I could just take parts for a couple of thrusters to flip it over. We lost a lot of expensive stuff though. Alright, so just drop that in there. Okay, so if we do, let's get you out of there. We're gonna actually go character tools really quick. Drop you in, drop you and drop you. So let's go. It's ion thruster, atmospheric thruster. And actually, I want to use the. All right. Don't forget the power issues. Yeah, I know, right? And no problem, Art. Hope you have a fantastic day. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to add a couple of reactors to the thing. Those large thrusters just drain power so quickly. Alright, so let's go. So we're gonna go like that. Show you guys a little trick. Want large atmospheric thruster, small grid. And what we'll do is we'll put it on there. Hopefully, flip the ship over, and then we'll flip the thruster. So that should be. Right, so how much? Contract failed. All right, so that should be everything we need for that large atmospheric thruster. Too much crap in my head. Let's see, we're from crash site is over there, 11 kilometers that way. We only used most of a tank. That's cool. Off we go. Oh, power issues. Yeah. Let's add a couple reactors. We want you to go that way. Actually, do I want to add a couple of these? We're going to check production really quick. I don't know if I have the parts for it. Oh, I do. Okay. It's always nice when that works out. Howie, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so basically we are going to do enough of a, hopefully, enough of a kludge to get the ship flipped over. We'll get a couple of more reactors online, and we'll see how that goes. Ah, nothing like blowing up a ship early in the morning, right? See, the problem is I haven't had lunch yet. I'm gonna blame it on that. It's never my fault. It's always the universe, right? Ah. It's almost always my fault. Space engineers can be space engineers sometimes, but yeah. Yeah, I think what happened was it's because I was supplementing the power with both the reactors and the solar panels, that having the batteries completely drained just took too much power out of the grid. So yeah, we need to get that hooked up into the main station sooner rather than later to get it all tied in so we can charge. And then for those who are wondering, yes, I am doing I'm flying at altitude, and I turn my thrusters on and off to cheese the distance I get out of it. Let's go there. I need to check my factions and see who I lost faction with. Hey Jago, how you doing? Oh, no worries. Alright. Welcome to the stream. So let's... You have found container. Reactors are still charging. So are my batteries not charging at all? Oh, they've got power going in. They just don't have any power in them yet. Okay, so let's go reactor. Hey, look, there's the Junker drone. Ah, crap. Let's go return those off for right now. We want these guys brought up and running as soon as possible. Yeah, actually it's been pretty good. Other than the noticeable and notable crash. Oh, so actually we're gonna do this. Save that as our group, toggle them off, toggle them on. Everybody's set and running. Okay. Now we're gonna come over to here. We're going to go like so, and this is gonna be 21.4. And you are also gonna be 21.4. Thank you. Okay. So we have all of that. Now we're going to reverse mount that. And before we go too far, because I have done this before without thinking about it, thruster gets added, is turned on, and for some reason decides it wants to go full blast. So we're going to make sure that that one's turned off before we do this. Because while that is entertaining to watch, it is really, really annoying. Alright, and we're going to add you. Alright, so can we get exterior view here? Okay, so we need you. Nope, nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Alright, so let's try this. This. Nope, I'm pegged for power. Okay. Alright, so let's look at our batteries. What are we looking at? 2 hours fully charge. Okay. So we maybe stranded here for just a couple of minutes. So what I'm thinking here is we're gonna have to switch some things around. All right, so you look like you're in okay shape. Ah, crap. That was exactly what I was talking about. See? Told you. Oh, the batteries are fine. With the 4 reactors, our batteries are actually charging now. They're positive charge rate. So I think that was Bob that blew up. Yep. I had just said, make sure you turn the thrusters off when connecting new thrusters. At least he stopped. Yep. Alright, let's need a steel plate for that. Oh man. I'll drop you there. All right. We have now lost all of our other thrusters, which means I need you to go like so. I guess I could just do something like that. So let's do that. That. You're good that way, you're good that way. So that gets us those two. Gets us there. Okay. Everything should be turned off now, I hope. Pah. Can I use some pistons and grids? Hey Zorn, how you doing? I can always use pistons. You know, you always need more pistons, right? So let's see. Okay, so let's go there, there, and there. Alright, so if we go... So outside of the motors, I actually had everything I needed. Nice. Alright, so I just need a bunch of motors then. Okay. And we know 2 thrusters are enough to lift this thing. Basically, I just need to get it up over on its feet so that we can get everything running here. Alright. And I mean, we can, once we have it up and running, we can actually add more batteries. Okay, so I just need motors. Let's drink an iced tea. Let's eat some steak. Eventually. There we go. Should get us pretty good. Yeah, Spacebar's Cockpit Emporium are bloody awesome. So yeah, I can show you Spacebar's Cockpit Emporium. There we go. The cockpit that we're using is the Rover Cockpit. There should be in here somewhere. I think it's this one. Exploration Rover Cockpit, single seat. And all of these are small grid except for the Sci-Fi ship's wheel and the factory cockpit. I think everything else is small grid only. Checking really quick just to make sure I'm not giving you bad info. Yep, everything else is small grid. So only these 2 are have a large grid equivalent. Alright, so now I have to fly back. Current position. Gosh, I update it. We'll delete the old one. Let us turn that off. We're going to turn off some of the stuff. Nickel, I think that's... I think the iron is the one that's our home base. All right. Back we go. Okay, make sure everything's looking for motors, right? Yeah, okay. Hey, look, the cargo airship. And no worries. And thank you for answering the question first, Nada. I appreciate it. Get ourselves up and over the mountain range here. Yeah, and on the plus side, it should be later. Yeah, yeah. When you lose half the ship, you are effectively approximately 50% lighter. Hey, that's why I say always make sure your thrusters are turned off before you complete them. Oh, field repairs, you gotta love it. Oh. Well, hopefully it was entertaining at least, right? Is a vulture. Yeah, that's our base. Okay. I'm surprised the IMDC actually has a shield on it. I mean, it is technically one of the vanilla bases, so I'm actually also surprised that it ended up so close to us. I didn't think they spawned in that close. Right. Well, given all the NPC ships that have been crashing around the base, you know, we had to be part of the community, right? Oh, at least it's close enough that it's not a huge issue. Wow, I actually had all the motors. See, all that salvaging we've been doing. It's going to keep us alive. Alright, so... Do I really... The drill is like the only tool I don't have that's upgraded. Okay. We're going to fix that. Let's go... Yeah, tools. What drill can I... What do I need for that? I need silver for that. Really? I have silver. I should have a ton of silver. I may actually have the stuff for the platinum I need to make all of the tier 3 stuff. Because of the ion thrusters that we salvaged. There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to drop you off. Is there anything else in here that I can drop off? I'll take the plates with me just because. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, found Drunker Zone. And back we go. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had worse crashes. And the fact that the all of the vital stuff actually survived was rather nice. Because generally, if anybody's watched this channel for any period of time, you know that I have a tendency of crashing ships to the point where I somehow survive, but the ship, there will be just like debris. There won't be anything left of the ship. Yeah, and you know what it is? You know what I think it is? It's because I was so close. If I had been further away, like if I'd been at like 25 kilometers away from the base, it probably would have been completely destroyed. It's only because of the fact that I was so close to to our station that it didn't. It decided, you know, Clang was being nice to me. It's like, it's not enough work for him to have to put the ship back together and fly it back, and then, Oh. And I mean, if we really need to, we can bring components out for batteries. They're small batteries. They're quick. They're easy. The power cells are a little expensive, even though, but it's fine. And since they start with a like 30% charge, bring 2 of them out. Probably be enough to limp home. Alright. Alright, so the entire purpose of this is to have just enough lift for long enough to get us up off the ground, get us rolled over, and keep us hopefully under some semblance of control. Alright. How are the batteries doing? Alright, let's check all of our batteries here. Okay. Max stores 1 megawatts, so Oh, well, we're about 10%, 15%. That should be enough to get us over, I hope. Alright, so if we bring our thrusters online, let's external view this. Alright, and then external view of fuel more. Oh. Okay. We have successfully rotated ourselves on our axes. Alright, so now we can turn those off. We can break these guys down to save some mass. Let's go pick up our last little bit of debris over here. One must always clean up your crash site. Alright, so let's throw all of that in there. And at least it's warm in the cockpit, right? Oh, ring check from Clang, yeah, basically. Like learning to fly your first ship. Oh man, the first time you try to fly in an atmosphere in this game, it's like you expect glide planes and lift functions and stuff, and they're just not there. Oh, so annoying. I'll probably put the deadly reentry mod on just so we can put actual flight demand. Let me try that again. We'll use the deadly reentry mod so that we can put in actual flight dynamics and flight mechanics. So that way, you know, we'll build things with wings and such, which surprisingly work really well. Even if they are kind of they're kind of a system cheat. For those who don't know, the way that the wings in that mod work is that they're blocks that have applied thrust to them that is directly related to the velocity that you're moving. So the faster you're moving forward, the more vertical thrust are applied to the bottoms of those blocks. It's a really interesting workaround for the system. Generally speaking, when I use that, I tend to turn down some of the AI stuff, mainly because of the fact that it's just the calculations on the flight mechanics usually do a number on the system. At some point I will upgrade my processor. My current one works though, so I'm kind of hard pressed to justify getting a new processor. So I want plates. Alright, and we're gonna put some solar panels back on this beast. Am I standing in the way of it? I think I'm standing in the way of it. We're gonna have to do that again, aren't we? No, actually it should. No, we are. Okay. And we just need it to go green. Once the outline turns green, everything is golden. And I guess gonna need to put the other thruster on there too, I think. But it's okay. We'll work around. Trying to the respawn ship without the directional thrusters. Yeah. I miss the old Big Blue landing ship. This is the original survival planet side. Like the Earth, well, basically any of the planets. I miss that old ship. That thing was awesome. I mean, I know why they got rid of it, but it was a lot of fun. It was a really well designed ship. For those who don't know, the reason they got rid of it was because you basically started the game with a full-on refinery and assembler. And it was a large grid ship, so you had ridiculous amounts of parts. But it used to start with a cargo container that had the parts for like 2 solar panels. It was a couple of solar panels and then like 2 batteries or something like that. Such a nice ship. Alright, so we actually have enough to get back to base. Let's check and see. Yeah, okay. I'm fairly certain I do not have the parts to finish these things on hand, but yeah. Not even close. But may as well weld them up a little bit. But yeah, if you ever wanted to learn how to do like opposed force, you know, basically a controlled crash scenario, that thing was perfect for it because you didn't have all of the directional thrusters you needed. So you would basically have to use, well, effectively it was like counter-rotational forces. You would have to basically point yourself in a direction, tilt. So it was kind of like flying a helicopter with less flight control. It's like flying a helicopter without using your feet. Why do I have a feeling? I just got paranoid for some reason. Not quite sure what happened there, but something tripped my paranoia. All right. I guess not. Okay, let's see what the batteries are looking like on this thing. They are not charged at all. Oh, that's cargo. Let's see here. I don't really care what our gravity is because this is a planetary vehicle only. So let's go. So that is back right. Yeah, okay, so that's back right. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yeah, 0. So that's 5. We're going to go in text and images. So we're going to copy that. We'll drop some space in here. We'll make 5, and then we're going to do, I think it's battery. Is it battery or batteries? Oh, it's stored power. See, I have to look up the commands. Even using this thing so much, I have to look these bloody commands up. It might be charge or something like that. It is power stored. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Now we know how much power we have on board. Exactly. I use... It's really sad that I use a lot of components to protect my cargo. So at 23-ish%, we should be okay, I think. Our reactors are all on and running. We're gonna do that, do that. Always want to see those in the in inventory. Anything that has an inventory, I always want to have it running. Okay. All of our batteries look like they're on auto, which is good. Let's take a look at our thrusters. I don't want to see those there. I don't want to see those there. Okay. Everybody's reset. We still have our connector, which is important, because when we get back to base, I'm going to link this thing in. A wolf has found you. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, and we're pointed mostly in the right direction for our getting back to base. And hopefully... we're gonna limp ourselves mostly home. Oh, well, if nothing else, it made for an entertaining... Hey, we saw our headlight. That's nice. Made for hopefully at least somewhat entertaining content for the day, right? We got one thruster on the front, one thruster on the back. Oh. And thankfully, I have enough hydrogen in my tanks that if we just completely eat crap at some point in this flight, I can jettison myself out of the ship. I think what happened was, like I said, I think we just overdrew the power too much, and when we spun too quickly, and so all of my lateral thrusters fired off, and it was just enough to basically kill the power feed to the lift thrusters. Basically, just too many thrusters in too many directions at the same time. Excuse me, hiccups. Hiccups are getting to me today. So we'll go external camera. I have found an interdictor. Why that? Oh, nice. You're actually not hostile to me this time. Even better. I-Core support truck. So, where were you like 10 minutes ago, hyena? See, you call AAA. Oh, man. Alright. Let's try not to kill ourselves here. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I slammed into my own station at high rates of speed. Alright. And so... recovery mission. My landing gear just locked on the... Oh, let's try that again. Recovery mission has been successful. Alright, so we'll turn this off. Oh man. Got everything. Got our battery set to recharge. We made it back mostly in one piece. And you're airtight in here, so that should work. Okay. Okay, all of that's in, all of that's done. Are we carrying any parts? Not really. Actually, how much hydrogen do we have? Oh, we got plenty. Let's go take a look at the thing that has come down over here and see what it is. There's a supply cache. I hate those supply caches. They have nukes on them. Well, they have warheads. And if you you enter the wrong door, the whole thing blows up. Anything good? Hey, you got a cow welder. So no, nothing good. Well, at least we get some free parts out of it. Got to replace the stuff that I just lost, right? All right. I am not going anywhere near that thing. Every time I go anywhere near those caches, I get blown up. I have the worst luck with those things. Yeah, if you approach from a certain direction, it'll arm them, and you have basically a couple of seconds to hit the right code to turn the whole thing off, I think. There's a keypad out in front, and you have to hit the buttons in a particular order. We're gonna park our butts in here, and I think that is gonna do it for us today. I think we've had enough fun and excitement for one day. All right, so what I think we're gonna do is, like I said, I think we are gonna call this one here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, you know the routine. Hit those buttons. Show your support. Oh, I do appreciate everybody coming over and hanging out with me. Like I've always said, if you have questions, always feel free to throw those into the comments section. I'll be glad to help, hopefully reply in a somewhat timely manner. If there's anything that you saw today that you want more information on, like mods that we talked about, game settings, things like that, feel free to ask. I'll always be glad to provide if I can. So yeah, those supply caches, they have really good loot if you can survive them. There are reasons to go after them, but for me, no. I will go mine for 20 minutes before I go into to take over supply cache in 2, you know. Hey, no problem. Glad. Is that Hale? Is that how you say that? Hale Tech? Alright, so anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for stopping in. I enjoy spending my time with you all. It's been a lot of fun, and it was a great way to spend the Monday for me. And I hope to see you back here on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday may be a recorded video. Wife is taking the day off of work, so we tend to trip over each other if I'm doing live streams while she's home, so we'll see. May get a live stream, may get a recorded video. We'll get something Space Engineers related, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. If we come back later for some more Space Engineers, we'll see you here. If not, I hope you have a fantastic week. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, you can't get an exterior